I am presenting this paper on sexuality education, social studies education as a tool for its advancement in Nigeria. At the World Six Universities Forum, I'm Dr. Daniel Peter Ogbianigene of the Department of Social Science Education, Delta State University, Abraka, Nigeria. Sexuality education is a subset of general education, saddled with the responsibility of preparing individuals, especially the adolescents, with issues of human sexuality. This paper takes a retrospective look at sexuality education. An attempt was made to conceptualize social study education as its advancement. At adolescents, to avoid the risk of HIV, sexually transmitted diseases, unwanted pregnancies, and relationship tumor, avoiding or deferring sexual intercourse is necessary. This can be done through skill acquisition and effective mechanism for decision making, since sexual intercourse attitudes are formed and learned. Social study education is the canopy of interdisciplinary, and its focus is on man and his social and physical. It offers and fosters skills of acquisition for advancing sexuality education. The paper provides lines for suggestion aimed at positioning sexuality education in its rightful place. And according to Delano, Osula, and Uwangoro 1995, there is high rate of sexual activities as well as limited awareness of the concept of sexuality education. And the method among large proportion of undergraduates and illiterates in Nigeria. There are indications that the proportion of young people engaging in sexual activity at an early stage is increasing. Recent surveys of people in Nigeria suggest that about 20% of 15-year-olds and nearly 50% of 17-year-olds are sexually active, as recorded in Lise 1997. There is general notion by the majority, especially in the past, that teaching young people about sexuality will promote promiscuity and prostitution in Nigeria, but this is also. However, in most developed and developing world, simultaneous objectives are aimed at lowering unplanned pregnancy, unsafe abortion, and all other promiscuity, and it was recorded in Latin America. The prevention of abortion was among objectives of earliest organized family education and sexuality education. In countries where induced abortion is illegal, family planning programs are in their procedure as a program method. That is why it is very, very important to introduce sexuality education in Nigeria. In Nigeria, Association for Promotion of Adolescent Health and Development was among numerous projects pursued to quell antisocial behavior like unsafe sexual activities, drug abuse, and other health-related issues. According to Adwola 2005, the adolescent health dilemma has been attributed to their great lack of information. And because of this, sexuality education is being introduced into Nigeria social study curriculum. May I say that this paper will examine the concept of sexuality education and its evolution in Nigeria. It will also examine the concept of social studies education, conceptualizing the concepts in education in Nigeria by advancing the formal education as it relates to quelling all these social ills attributed to sexuality activities. In doing this, the write-up will identify the definition of the subject matter, its content, and practical ways of moving the nascent subject forward using social studies education. The concept of sexuality education is sometimes called sex education or sex or relationship education. And it has been defined in various ways by different schools of thought. Like Ahi, 2003, describes sexuality education as a planned process of education that fosters the acquisition of factual information, the information of positive attitudes, beliefs and values, as well as development of skills to cope with biological, psychological, socio-cultural and spiritual aspects of human sexuality. That is the process of acquiring information and informing worthwhile attitudes and beliefs about sex, sexual identity, relationship and intimacy. Social study, which has its ethical dimension that teaches the value in the society, teaches the young ones about the values in the society, how to cope with relationships that may result into sexual activities that will also result into what will happen that will make the society not to progress or develop. Social study has in its focus as a cause that brings up a child to fear activities that will result into retrogression in both in the political, social, economic and spiritual decadence. Sexuality education has now come into focus in social studies curriculum, and if this is well taught, children will know that it is very, very inimical to be involved in early sex and unchecked sex. Social study has helped in ensuring that the child is brought up in a disciplined way. Thank you.